Show off them tits.
My titties.
Tits.
Show Sean Connery your titties.
What's the... damn it. Suck it, Trebek. Wow. We're starting off with a bang. Actually, how should we do this? Let's do, we'll just do a regular intro, maybe. I don't know. I'm overthinking it, Randy. I'm overthinking it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another and a very important episode of the 2 Days Podcast. I'm Reg.
I'm Randy.
And if you didn't know, this is episode 100.
We've hit 100. It's a goddamn miracle.
100,000,000. Not that many, but
no,
we've done this.
Not Jeff Bezos' bank account.
Yeah. Oh, there's a few more zeros on that. It's fucking Jeff Bezos. Yeah. This is the 100th time that we're doing this, technically.
100p, baby.
100p. I'm not cool enough to pull that off. But
me either.
Welcome, folks, to the 100th episode of the 2 Days Podcast. We are thrilled to have you here. We're glad that we somehow made it this far. I don't know how.
It's been a long and wild ride.
Exactly. And our tagline that I'm not going to forget. We're just two idiots trying to figure out the world, one conversation at a time.
Precisely.
For you.
For everybody.
Yeah. Not that was our original mission, but that seems to be the way it's gone.
We've just evolved over time, Reg. That's how it happens.
Evolution. That's blasphemy, Randy.
Mm-hmm. Everyone watching, apologies, because I told Reg if I looked like I cried just before this, because I did.
He's just really happy.
Yeah, it's happy cry. Watched a short film that's absolutely broke me, which we will get to when we get to a list later in the show.
Yes. Let's preface that a little bit. We are going to have, not only are we going to announce our 100th episode giveaway, so hopefully you all entered if you're listening. We're also going to do our first annual Idiot Award. Idiots Award? 2 Idiots Awards. There's a lot of S's.
Yes.
The Idiot Awards. We'll call it that. Basically, we're going to go through several categories over 2020 and like the best show we watched, the best movie we watched, that type of stuff. So we'll do that. We have a couple of past guests sent us little voice clips. And not just guests, some listeners. So we got some voice clips. And what else? I don't actually know what else we're gonna do.
You know what? The rest are just gonna flow like regular 2 Idiots style and just produce a banger of an episode here.
Banger. Yeah, we're just gonna flow. Go with the flow.
Mad flow.
Flizzo. Chicka, yeah.
Your scissor. My flow is so smooth it's like a cum-filled Red River.
Wow. We're throwing that back to episode 69.
We are.
Chicka, yeah. Fake ID. Chicka, yeah.
It's all about those deep cuts.
Yeah, the throwbacks. Yeah. Oh, actually, I was going to look back and I was going to see some stats and some stuff, and I forgot. That's
How dare you? How dare you forget?
I know. But anyway. I'm gonna quickly do that while we're recording because I'm that professional.
Do it. Well, we're sitting here. I got a nice little whiskey flowing. Reg says he's got himself a drink. We're just going to we're gonna reminisce a little bit today. I think
we will.
Perhaps a hair. Think back of all our lovely episodes and thank all our loyal listeners many times for tuning in for
all
100 episodes. You're all crazy.
Yeah,
you're all crazy, but we love you.
Yeah, we don't know why you've stuck around, but you seem to have. And again, we started this nonsense February 14th-ish of 2019, Valentine's Day. And I don't think either of us planned anything past like the week by week as we did it. And
it was like if it takes off, cool. If it doesn't, cool. Then we're done in 3 months and we're done. But here we are.
Yeah. Well, you just got to be like other local podcasts and not even last 10 episodes. Ooh.
Oh, the shade, Reg, the shade. Hot damn.
You prop them up, I knock them down. I'm going to quickly count here. I want to see how many guests we've had. And again, I should have done this earlier, but I was making other lists and doing other things, and I was being responsible, and I forgot. So here we go.
How dare you be responsible?
So this will be 100 episodes. Mm-hmm. We have 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's legitimately going to count it out for you people here.
You can say stuff. I'm going to count here.
14, 16, 12. But no, we thank, all our guests who have come on. We really appreciate it. Some who, we never thought in a million years would be able to get on the show have come on the show. And, we've had family members, buddies, politicians, which still blows my mind to this day that a politician would dare come on this show. But and again, thanks everyone for listening and keeping us going, and everyone that interacts with the page and comments on our stuff and shares our stuff. We really appreciate it, because like we said, never in a million years did we think that we would be at 100 episodes. I mean, we probably thought we were going to make 10, like we're kind of alluding to. So to get to 100 is a pretty big deal, and I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for supporting us. And I know Reg does as well. So
absolutely. And so I lost count while we were talking. So
I would have to say at least 3/4 of our episodes for sure.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in the 60 or 70 range. So that's 60 or 70 people that joined us for some reason and had great conversations. And we've chatted with politicians, with athletes, with actors, with authors, with magicians, with Elvis Presley folks, with random people, buddies, important people, just friends.
We've about run the gamut on everyone we probably could interview.
Yeah. Not to say that we won't have more, but it's
every type of guest, I should say.
Yeah, we're done. We're out of guests. Yeah. There's no more interesting people.
This is 100. Left. This is the final episode. This is the series finale.
Surprise! But no, it's been a wild ride, and again, like you said, neither of us expected any of this. And frankly, when we started, it was just a couple buddies shooting the shit, and I hope that still comes across, and that's what it is. But I mean, there were stretches last summer, where I didn't know if the show would continue. It was, there was lots going on. We were trying to get it started. Then we're doing Summer in the City stuff. We're trying to do all this other crap, plus our actual lives.
For sure, right? Like me having, a kid in the middle of it too, really change up our schedule, our recordings and all that. And it's been a challenge, but I think we've handled it well. And I thank you for all the, the work you put in for the show, because look at Reg getting the whiskey in. That better be a 5-second pour.
Oh, you hear that, folks? You want to listen a little bit?
Oh, no, I just got to pee.
That's going to be a real stiff drink.
I got John Tafford would be mad at you for that one.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
But like I was saying, thanks for everything you do for the show, and it means a lot to me, and, without you, we probably wouldn't even be at 100, so I appreciate you, buddy, and hopefully we can keep the ride going.
Right back at you. I mean, frankly, without me, it wouldn't probably keep going. Mostly
humble
because,
brag, be humble, but let motherfuckers know, eh?
Not even like that. But like you mentioned, you got the kid, and then we both have lives, and we got shit going on, and but I'm just neurotic enough that I'm going to keep this going whether or not anyone's listening.
Half stubbornness, half wanting it to go.
Mostly just stubborn crazy. So cheers, Randy, to 100 episodes. Clink to the
cheers,
camera.
Buddy.
Clink. Yeah.
Clank.
Don't forget to tip your waitresses.
If you believe in tipping.
Cat gets mad at me when I don't tip pizza people.
You gotta tip pizza people.
Why?
Because a lot of them are using their own gas.
So?
Gotta tip them, man. Gotta tip them.
I know she gives me a dirty look every time. Who was it recently? She asked if I tipped. Or she tipped she tipped someone. And I'm like, why would you? That is their job. That's their entire job. They're not doing anything above what their job is. So we're not America. You don't have to tip. I tip for service. That said, at a restaurant, I always tip at least 10% unless they're shit.
Right.
Then I tip nothing.
See, I'm bad. See, I tip for like everything, but I tend to under tip because I'm cheap. So it's like, am I bad for leaving a little bit of something, or would it be worse if I left nothing? I struggle with that.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty, whether or not it makes sense, I'm pretty principled in how and when I tip, but I typically don't tip pizza delivery people. So I apologize to any pizza people that are listening to this.
You selfish son of a bitch.
I know, right? But anyway, so 100 episodes we've managed somehow. And so, yeah, basically we're closing in on like 20,000 downloads, which is bananas.
Mind-boggling, really.
Yeah, we've only missed 1 week in 100 weeks. And that was by choice, during the Black Lives Matter and all the unrest and protests and such. And but otherwise, that's every week, folks. Every single week, we've slid into your head holes,
into those nice ear holes, all warm and fuzzy.
Gross.
A little bit waxy.
Yuck. But yes, absolutely. Those are my ears. Yeah. Anyway, we should, before we do the live, let's do a little advertisement. What do you think?
Advertisement?
Yes.
We could do one of those, I suppose. Yes. I mean, they do pay us.
Yes. Let's, first off, let's start with, we recently have a new sponsor for this episode. It is Keystone Design. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they are excellent. They are a local graphic design, web design, product design, branding company. And
they do it all, folks. They do it all.
Yeah. They are now sponsoring the 2/8 podcast. So, check them out. Check them out.
We can't thank them enough. Thank you.
Yeah. Go to keystonedesign.ca. Check out all of their work. They basically, this is how they worded it. We're a fresh studio. We specialize in building brands with expertise in graphics/web design, social media, creative marketing, and you read the next part, Randy.
Oh, God, Reg, you did not have me prepared for this.
I sent it to you.
I know you sent it to me, and I was like, oh, that's a nice picture Reg is sending me. I didn't know we were going to use that on the show.
Typical
but if you really want to know, the value they add is building a recognizable and super sleek brand that reflects what's offered by your business, and they can bring it all online and convert eyes to customers through engaging websites and marketing campaigns.
So basically the opposite of what we do, that's what they do.
We send everybody away. You want them to come in.
Yeah, we talk about earwax and not tipping people and other nonsense. And everything that we make is really crude and unprepared and unplanned. But that's not them. Keystone Designs. No. I found them accidentally, a little while ago. Their Instagram is really sharp. I love their little question infographics and stuff that they have all across their Instagram. And so then we decided to try and team up. Keystone Design. Check them out.
Go hit them up now.
Go. They recently actually did a thing with Steinbeck memes. Past
yes, if you played Steinbeck Bingo, that was a Keystone Design creation.
Exactly. So we both did it. It was in our stories. Apparently my cat just joined the show a little bit. I don't know if people heard
traipse
it.
in, eh?
What a bitch.
Hey, that's what they do. It's their house. You're just living in it.
Exactly. It's one of our actual cats, not my wife cat. So that's the way.
Yeah, and it's her house. You're just living in it.
Yeah. Pretty much. We have another sponsor, Randy. Did you know that?
We do. If you guys, have been living under a rock, you would know that support for the 2/8 podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best men's below the waist grooming, Big news. Manscaped has just released their new cologne scent to help you feel good and smell good all over and at all times.
Hoorah! Who knew smelling this good
Hoorah.
could feel this good, too? Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Probably some women, too. Probably some non-anything people. They're trusted by a lot of people. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. I smelled this stuff. It's pretty great. I like it.
It is pretty delicious. It's got nice, citrus hints to it.
You're not supposed to drink it.
Well, Reg, if you're going to try a product, you got to try all aspects of a product. Okay, taste, smell, touch, feel, hearing.
Umami.
You got to hear it spray out of the bottle.
Just spray it right into your ear.
But look, frankly, we've all been around people who, in public, and even ourselves at points where it's like, oh, I don't smell very good today.
Yeah.
Or perhaps the person next to you on the bus doesn't smell very good today. Either way, you want them to smell good. And this is what Manscaped is going to do for you.
Or you go throwback to high school when there'd be the kids that would go to gym class. First of all, that's weird that we even have gym class that you make kids run around for an hour and then you have to go back to class. But anyway, you'd have the kids that wouldn't shower for likely days and then they just spray themselves with Axe and smell like shit.
Or the kid who forgets their stuff and they wear like jeans and a sweater when they're running the beep test.
Yeah, exactly. There was a guy that I worked with. I don't even remember his name, but during break they had a computer room and you could go in there and whatever, check Facebook, check emails, do whatever you're going to do. This is way back. But before smartphones. But then so this one guy would go in there and you always knew that he had been in there because the scent would linger. Like, you would almost eat it as you walked into the room.
Yeah, you walk in there and you're like, what the cooking?
Yeah, exactly. So, avoid that by getting yourself some Manscaped cologne. Get some.
Now, everyone knows Manscaped has the perfect package 3.0. We've been over it a lot for all your below-the-belt waist grooming needs, but they didn't stop there. Complete your grooming game with the new refined cologne signature scent by Manscaped.
Exactly. And make sure you don't spray that on your balls because that probably won't feel very nice, but they actually have scented things for that. So with the same signature scent that's in all Manscaped formulas, this cologne is a perfect complement to the collection. Light, approachable, and gentlemanly in all the right ways, like Randy. Think of it as your wingman for the night to keep you fresh and ready for anything.
Ooh, hey.
Except during COVID.
Calming and inviting, this signature scent introduces a light citrus burst before settling into the anchoring notes of vetiver and a woodsy masculine finish, much like Reg. This 50 ml spray cologne is even hypoallergenic, cruelty-free, dye-free, paraben-free, and 100% vegan.
I don't know what vetiver means, but I'm going to take that as a compliment. This beautifully designed glass bottle makes a statement, and the manly scent is attractive to set the mood.
It does look good. It's a very nice looking bottle. It's one you'd be proud to have on your shelf. So, and also, like as you're at it, you're picking up your cologne online, be sure to check out the Perfect Package 3.0 with all the essentials for your below-the-waist grooming and needs, including the Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer and the crop formulations. Yes, I'm talking about ball deodorant and toner to keep your testes besties.
Yep. And now you can use the new Manscaped Refined Cologne to complete your set and smell great anytime, anywhere. It's time for you to feel sexy, Canada.
Sexy. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code IDIOTS at manscaped.com. Your balls and body will thank you.
Yes. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code IDIOTS, IDIOTS, at manscaped.com. 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com, code IDIOTS. Look good, smell good, feel good with Manscaped and the two idiots.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. Okay, enough of this corporate nonsense. We are...
You don't want to hear that.
I don't understand how to find you.
Look at Kat just interrupting our show like this.
Yeah. Kat's ruining the show.
Wow. Wow, the audacity.
Right? I'm just kidding. She's delightful and I love her very much. I got some real strong side eye there. That's
okay, now that she's gone, how do you really feel?
Anyway, she was actually asking about the Instagram Live that we announced that we will be posting to announce our winner, our 100th episode giveaway Winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Exactly. So we basically, if you're unaware somehow, we teamed up with, well, actually we didn't even team up, we just did it. We bought a bunch of gift cards from some local businesses. Okay, what list do we have here? We basically have Arctic Board Games, Donair, I'm drawing a blank.
I got the whole list right here if you want, Reg.
Do it. Read them out.
So we got the goods, which is Stone City Coffee Roasters Merry Christmas Blend, a signed copy of Once Removed by Andrew Younger, a signed copy of The Reason You Walk by Wob Canoe, a signed copy of Red River Girl by Joanna Jolly, all former guests and friends of the show, and Trees of a Thousand Reasons by Al Verrier. $10 gift cards to Big Smoke, Viet House, Maine Bread and Butter, Donair Grill Express, Rory Barbecue House, Old Church Bakery, Rocco's Pizzeria, Arctic Board Games ×2. You get 2 of those bad boys.
Yeah, they're very
A
generous.
free cake or a dozen cupcakes from Sweet Treats by Cheryl's, a Manscaped nail kit, and a Two Idiots shirt and mug.
Yeah. So we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 170 people-ish enter that, which is amazing. We appreciate all of the support and all the whatever. So let's try and figure out this live stuff, Randy. We're a couple of old grandpas.
How do you put it on the Facebook?
Is it on the computer?
It's the app with the pictures, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do... I don't actually know how to... I wonder if I can just... Yeah, I'll just do the screen here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Do it.
So we're checking connection. Hey, it's live.
Ooh.
During an episode. I'm literally just filming the screen right in front of me.
Oh look! I see you live on the IG right now.
I wonder if I can add you somehow, Randy. I imagine that's
I think you can. I've seen celebrities do it.
Oh, Jets Pope's here. Let's see. Let's find Randy. Let's get him in here.
Bring me in.
This person's live. I don't
You
know.
like a little technical difficulties loading screen.
Yeah. So
here we go.
This is neat. This is neat. Okay. Jets Pope sends us a heart eyes because.
Oh, I have to request to join. Okay.
I don't know. This is real riveting radio. I hope for people that are listening.
Here we go. Send request.
This is how the magic happens. We're not editing any of this out. I don't know what's. Did you click something?
Well, apparently I'm lagging on your screen. Oh. It's weird for me to watch this.
Hello, Singer Mitch. We got a couple of other folks in here. Who else do we have?
Did you get my request to join, Rich?
No, it says it's waiting for you. Hey, Jeff.
Oh my God. Hang on.
Kat's in here. She found it.
I'm gonna get there. Hang on. Okay, send me another one.
I don't know how to do that.
You
Unable
just did.
to join. People are probably screaming into their phones, being like, "Guys, figure it the fuck out!"
You stupid sons of bitch! Oh, here we go. Request to join. I already sent it. Tap the live button at the top of the screen.
Okay. I did. It just tells me how long we've been going.
Okay, well, I sent the request again.
Oh, here we go. I don't know.
Oh, it's loading.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Hey.
Oh, Randy's in here.
Hey, hello. My camera looks like shit because my phone's all busted up.
I should probably turn my...
Hey, look, everybody gets to see live in the studio here.
Yep. Oh, Max in. Thanks, Derek. This is like explaining Facebook to your grandparents. You are right.
That is precisely what it is.
Yeah. I can probably turn mine around somehow. Here, like that. Hey,
there you go.
That.
Hi.
Look at that. Now that we're both here, we...
Kat, if you signed up for the Patreon, I could afford to get a new phone, okay?
That money comes out of my account too, Randy. Okay, so we're doing this. This is the Two Idiots, the first live ever. Thank you for everybody that's joined us for some reason. We're not sure. Lou Luke and Katie light bulb, and I don't know why.
I should get one of those ring lights. That's what we should get. We should invest in one of those bad boys.
What's a ring light?
I don't know. It's what all the influencers use, right? They got that.
Oh.
You see it in their eyes when they're recording.
I don't know if they can. Oh, Tyler's here. Hey, buddy.
Hey, look at that. What's up, Tyler?
Can people hear Randy? Am I doing this right?
Can you hear me? Am I being heard? As we stare at it, wait for comments.
We need to hold it like all our parents have profile pics and like kind of like do that. Yeah, it's all.
I need some glasses.
I do need glasses. It's super,
perfect.
it's
I am
bad.
being heard. Excellent.
Great. Not that anybody wants
Luke's
to hear
like the resident expert in the chat here, so he does lives all the time.
Yeah, Fin Minis. Check them out. Go get yourself some.
Do it.
Sweet. Okay. So what do we think, Randy? Should we do a little giveaway? What do folks think? Should we do a little? People are popping in here, popping
Look
off.
at this! Look at this!
The video when this goes up on YouTube is gonna suck because it's just Randy and I staring at our phones while we're recording a podcast. This is Inception. Pod session.
It is.
Session. These are people that I've never even heard of. But welcome.
Oh, look, that's how much reach we have, Reg. Okay, this is now we're seeing it live. This is what it is.
Yeah, pop it like it's hot. You're right, Luke. You're right.
If we had enough viewers, I might just pop it like it's hot on this live here.
Do it, Randy.
No. Nobody needs to see that. Not even my wife wants to see that.
That's how we make it. That's how we blow up.
That's what goes viral.
Yeah. I should have shaved. No.
Should have. You disgusting man.
Big burly man. Okay, so
big meaty man slapping man meat.
You need to pop it, Randy. We're getting some requests here.
No,
Give the people what they want.
Pop it. I can't do it. I shouldn't have put it out in the ether. That was my issue.
Just twerk a little.
I can't twerk, man.
Please?
Reg, I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's fair. Neither can I. Okay, so we have people come in.
Do a recreation of the Jack Black WAP video. If we hit like 500 episodes, I'll consider it.
No, if episode 100 gets 1,000 plays by itself, Randy's going to recreate the WAP, the Jack Black WAP episode. Okay,
that's a lofty goal that I hope we don't hit.
I'll do it too. We'll both do it.
Okay, we'll both do it.
Yeah. Apparently my computer just locked on me, so that's cool.
Oh, what?
So I may have disappeared from your screen there, Reg.
Yeah, you did. So Randy's not even part of the podcast episode right now because apparently his computer glitched. So that's fun.
Apparently. It just kicked me out of my computer.
Everybody's down for Randy's WAP video though. So that'll happen eventually. He's hopefully rejoining the podcast episode because I can't hear him right now. Because I guess I could turn it up. Whoops.
Oh, that's right. My computer died because I didn't have it plugged in because I'm a fool.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What a rookie! What a fucking rookie.
Luckily, we've only been doing this 100 weeks in a row. But
I know, right? I don't know how to hold this. I'm such like a live rookie.
Oh, me too. I don't even watch lives, let alone do them.
Bad people because we don't watch lives. Are we supposed to?
No. The topic, Jeff. We're doing a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway. We're kind of we're recording a podcast episode, which is going to suck for the people on just listening on their audio because they won't be a part of this live. But they can maybe watch the video.
I just dropped out for about 20 minutes here.
Yeah, now we're waiting for Randy to rejoin, so that's real fun. So you can see this is so Randy left, so it's just me. The YouTube video is just gonna be me for a little while.
Oh, here we go. Hang on, I think I can rejoin you.
Jeff, did you tag out this year? I can't remember. Everybody was hunting and shit, but I can't remember if he actually did it or not. Oh, okay. Randy's back. Randy's
back.
He's back. He's back in the episode. He's back. Everything's good. The world as we know it has returned to normal. That's not true. Randy needs to dance and Reg needs to sing. All right, Randy, you dance. I don't know what to sing. That's why they call me Slim Shady.
It's just shake my titties at people, that's all.
Oh, Christ. Drink them if you got them, folks. Yeah. Careless Whisper. I don't even know that song.
Sing Last Christmas.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Actually, if there's a song that anybody needs to go check out right after this, don't leave us, but go check it out after. It's a song called Baby, You Could Bum My Last Dart by Wayne Napadogan. Go check it out. It's excellent.
Is it offensive?
No, it's not. Baby, you could have my whole heart. Baby, you could bum my last dart. It's great. It'll be the next big country sensation.
That's true love right there, actually. If you're willing to give up your last smoke, that's really important.
For sure.
Kat wants us to sing WAP. Randy, do you know WAP at all?
I don't even know the lyrics. Something drop, something wet ass pussy. That's all I know.
Grab a bucket and a mop. The wet ass pussy.
Wet and gushy's still better.
Park that big Mac truck right inside this tiny garage. Shout out to Mac right there, actually. Yeah, Mac's all about parking trucks in little garages.
He is.
If you don't know,
He
he's
is.
single, ladies, I think.
Hey. Just putting it out there for the boys.
For the boys.
Holy shit, we're at like 20 people here. What is this?
Mac's in it for the boys, though.
He is.
Betty Body Boo.
When he's not ditching the podcast to go do other things.
Yeah, when he actually shows up. Fucking Mac.
What a guy. What a guy.
The only guy that gets more shit than Mac on the podcast is Brian Pallister.
True. Two Idiots Christmas album. We'll try to make it happen.
Santa baby. For me. Yeah, you're right, Mac. You have. Mac's the valet parking boy. Oh, Christ.
That's great.
Oh, it's from Super Troopers. Oh, wait. I need to read it. Bitty Body Boot. I don't.
Oh, yeah. Beat 'em, Joyce.
Oh, that's a.
Bang, gam, boom.
I'm sorry, officer. I've been driving way too fast.
Who wants a mustache ride?
I do.
Me too.
Okay. We should probably do another live when we're not recording an episode. But anyway, let's do Real Super Pimp. I don't know who that is, but welcome.
What up?
See you, Jeff. Hopefully,
Pimpin'
I don't
ain't
know if
easy.
you entered. But anyway, let's turn this around. I'm gonna open up my
Jeff,
screen here.
We love you. I don't know where to look now. Do I look at my screen? Do I look at your screen?
You can
Do you
just
have a
look at
wheel of names that we're picking from?
Just look at your screen. Your phone screen.
Okay.
So I put it in
got
this
you.
random thing. So there's a whole bunch of names there. A whole bunch of people
Look at
entered.
this. Name picker.
So we're gonna do. Apparently, I just have to click start here. So we'll see if it actually pops up.
I feel like
Thanks,
I should
Vano.
go with like a basic here.
Our Finnish friend from New Brunswick, I think. Vano, 1987, New Brunswick. Our former Finnish friends. Remember Randy from like way back? What episode? We were still on the old table, still in the same room. He gave us something to talk about. I forget what even the topic
Yes.
was, but
Yes.
from the
I
East
do
Coast.
remember.
Came in on the car, came over here, the podcast.
Please go stay in the car.
Podcast. Okay, so we're going to do, I don't know. There were probably more people before. Maybe we should have kept going. But anyway, we're going to do our giveaway now. This has been a gong show, which is exactly what I expected this episode to be. So thank you all for
It's
joining
been
us.
two old men using Instagram, man. It's precisely what we thought.
Exactly. All right, Randy, give me a drum roll. We're gonna pick our 100th episode giveaway winner right now. It's very anticlimactic because I just have to click start. So, all right, folks, let's see if this works. And it's working. It's working. Oh, Mr. Bushmaster. He's not even here. Bushmaster. I don't think. Oh, Dwayne Dirksen. Mr.
Well,
Dirksen.
Thanks, Patricia. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Patricia. Very sweet. Friend of Randy's mom. That's great.
So Dwayne Dirksen just got in there and won himself a nice little package.
Get in there. Check out their podcast, Flatlands Field and Foul. Dwayne's been on our show twice, I believe. Tanner's been on once. Yeah. So that's gargantuan yoinks. Okay, Luke. So that's the winner. Dwayne Dirksen coming in hot.
Your redraw. You're lucky we're not like that, Dwayne.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to question the results. We need to Randy, I need you to find at least 11,000 votes. Just find them. It's fine.
We know we won. We know. You have to leave now.
Huge victory. Huge. Tremendous. It's been the biggest victory in our country's history. Anyway, enough of that shit.
We won. We know we did.
Enough of that shit. Okay, let's get back to the episode. What do we think, Randy? Should we end this shit?
Sure.
All right.
We thanks everybody for joining us. This might be the start of something that we do a little more often in the future. Seems like people are enjoying it. More people are coming. Maybe one day we're just going to IG live a whole episode.
Maybe. That's probably not for the best. But anyway, folks, thank you for joining us. Congrats to Mr. Bushmaster, Mr. Dwayne, for winning this shiznat. He better listen to this or watch this video and reach out to us to actually claim his prize.
Watch his back because Finn Minis is coming after him.
Yeah, well, Dwayne can run like 10,000 miles at a time, so I think you're in tough.
True.
Vano, go to teespring.com/stores/2-idiots-podcast. Get yourself some, like $25 for a shirt.
Do it. Cheap.
Skinner. Okay.
Cheap. Thanks, everybody. You're all a part of history with the 100th episode here.
And the first live.
We appreciate it.
First live. Oh, Brooke just joined. See you later.
Look at that. My darling sister joined just as we're leaving. You're too late.
Yeah.
And you're still adopted.
Found on the side of the road somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
We just felt so bad for her.
Like a little puppy. Sorry, Brooke. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. Don't worry.
Somebody loves you.
We don't know who. We don't know where. We don't know when. But somebody does.
They will find you, and they will love you.
A very particular set of skills.
To love someone like you. Okay. We're out of here. Peace out.
All right, are we going? That was
happening? We love you. Bye. I don't even know how to close this. Bye. Yeah, and now.
I was going to give everybody I'm back in. What is this?
I don't know. We're putting the phone down. I don't know how to do with this anymore.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay. Let's make sure it's not still running somewhere. They're going to hear everything. Anyway, Bushmaster.
I just sliced the back of my friggin' hand on my phone because it's all cracked as shit. You can't even see it in here, but it's all cracked.
Why don't you just get a better phone?
Because my plan's cheap and I want to get a new plan.
It's fair. I need to get a new phone too. Anyway, so that's our winner, Dwayne Dirksen. One of them good old fellas, you know, out there shooting deer.
Just a good old boy.
Mm-hmm. Out there, slinging dick, killing deer.
Slinging dick. It said big meaty man slapping meat, man.
He's going to really appreciate that. Probably stands alone in his yard, just butt-ass naked, watching, the sunrise.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. I live in town.
It's like the
Well,
dream,
we both live in
That's what
town.
we live for.
Guaranteed my neighbors have seen my wiener. I don't know.
Probably.
I pee off my deck a lot.
Yeah, why not? It's right there. You're gonna go all the way in the house.
Yeah, and use plumbing. Come on.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's save on your water bill.
Yeah, we're just being conscientious. It's good for the environment.
Yeah.
Environment.
For sure it is.
It's green to pee in your yard.
Oh, that was fun though. That was like it felt like the first time I did the podcast. It was like nerve wracking, but fun.
It was a lot of fun, but it was pretty nerve wracking because people are actively listening and like interacting and stuff, and we're being goofballs. So Mac just sent us a snap.
Did he?
I want to. Apparently, yeah. I don't know. Let's just. Apparently, I can add our live as a IGTV video, but I'll figure that out later.
What a flawless live video, he says.
Nout.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Well,
back at it. For everyone who's still here, if you didn't join the live, we apologize for the, I'm sure, weirdness and probably echo that was coming through from our cell phones.
Yeah, God, it probably sounded terrible, but we'll try and figure that out. We'll probably do more lives. I don't know. It was fun. It was a good time. We had,
it was good.
I don't know, in the neighborhood of 20, 30 people at some points. And anyway, we need to play some clips from listeners. People sent us some stuff. I think we need to send some shit. Okay, so first one is very sweet. We're going to play this right now. I'm going to put it in through my phone and probably maybe add the actual clip later. I don't know yet. We'll see how it sounds.
Okay.
Let me find it here. Good Lord. Too many things going on. Okay. So this is from our good friend, Mark Reimer, friend of the show. He's a lovely human being. We're going to play it right like this.
What I like about the two idiots is that they have engaged in so many different kinds of conversations. They invite interesting guests from a variety of places, from a variety of perspectives to speak about what is going on in life. They are thoughtful, they are reverent, and irreverent at the same time. They're interesting, they're interested in you, they're interested in the topics that are going on around them in the world. They're thoughtful, they're imaginative, they're creative. They're everything you could possibly want for an evening of entertainment. Or, if you listen to 100 of their episodes, for many evenings of entertainment. They're worth every minute of time you spend listening to them.
He's right. And he's also very nice, very sweet. Mark Reimer is a wonderful human being. And we appreciate him. Even though I don't know what the word irreverent means.
You uncultured swine. I don't know what it is either.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google it. We're gonna find it.
I'm already on the case, man.
Okay, let me know.
Showing a lack of respect for people or things that are generally taken seriously.
Yeah, that checks out.
Reverent being a feeling or showing deep and solemn respect. So we are both. We are one and the same.
I mean, that's very nice. Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do both. Yeah, so that's very nice. What do you think, Randy? Should we play all of the clips back to back to back to back, and then we'll do our idiot awards? Or what?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, who's next up? We have Mr. Jason Cornelson, proud owner of a Two Idiots mug, by the way.
Hey, look at that. What a good man.
All right, we're going to do this the same way, see if it works out.
Hey guys, just letting you know that I think it's pretty cool what you guys are doing. Probably my favorite episode would be the one with Darcy Oak. That was pretty cool.
Checks out.
Couple updates. My mullet, that thing is going strong, but its days are numbered, which is unfortunate. My tip cup does exactly what it's supposed to every weekend. That sucker's full. Keep up the good work, fellas. And all the best in the new...
Oh, my phone died. But he says New Year.
Yes.
We're glad to hear that the tip mugs work as basic a function as they need to work.
That's the best sales pitch we could have heard for them.
Yeah, they function as cups. Oh, I had a party hat I was going to put on for the live, and I forgot.
Oh, Reg.
Mm,
You done
idiot.
fucked up.
I done fucked up.
Swear it now. Wear it for the rest of the episode.
It won't stay on my head properly. It's too
There
small,
you go.
so we'll just do
Make
that.
a little like a unicorn.
Narwhal, narwhal, swimming in the ocean, causing a
There's a
commotion.
deep cut.
Okay. What else we got here? Mr. Derek Morley, the man with the heart emoji that joined our live. Good buddy. Jets Pope. Very big
Derek's
Jets
a
fan.
damn good man.
Yeah. Gentleman and a scholar. The rockin' ass.
He likes wrestling, so you can never go wrong in my book.
Wow. That doesn't mean shit.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Reg.
All right, so he said I haven't listened to this one. He sent this to us right before we started recording, so we'll see what comes of it.
Hey everyone, Jets Pope here. Just wanted to congratulate the two idiots on 100 episodes. It's awesome, dudes. Doing an awesome job. Giving good people a platform to speak out when they don't always have one, or at least a public one, is an important thing, and it's unique. And I hope they keep it going. I wanted to take a minute to wish everyone out there a happy and safe New Year. Stay inside. Tell your loved ones you love them. It's important, especially right now. Mental health is more delicate than ever. So check in with your friends, your family, even you dudes out there. Manliness isn't a thing. The manliest thing you can do is check in with your loved ones. Tell them you love them, because you'll regret it, when they're gone if you don't. So, Happy New Year, everyone, and let's keep it going. Two idiots, yeah. I want to see. I want to be on the 200th episode. Let's go, boys.
All right, so we have a dedicated guest for episode 200 and 420. So
there we go.
I guess we have to go for another 4 to 6 years.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll make some money, and then we'll keep going. Anyway.
Absolutely. We'll have a studio to invite people to.
Yeah. Jets Pope is totally right. We've touched on it a lot on the show recently, and this is a tangent, not going to lie. Feeling my drink a little bit. I haven't eaten today yet, and that was half full of whiskey. So anyway, we're going to keep going. So we touched on it a lot, that masculinity, toxic masculinity, all that nonsense is a real thing. And I think we need to do a better job of saying, I love you to other guys. We need to be more emotionally available. There's nothing wrong with that. Randy cried today, no shame.
I did. I'm probably going to cry when I talk about it, so full warning.
You almost cried last episode. You're going to cry every episode, where it's going to be great. I haven't cried in years, and that's probably not healthy. But
bottom line, it's okay to cry. Like you said, tell everybody you love them. Mm-hmm. That's another thing I'm going to allude to later. But just, like you said, manliness doesn't really exist anymore. Not like it used to back in the day. So don't be afraid to reach out. I mean, I'm always available. I know Reg is too. If anybody ever needs to talk, whether you know us or you don't know us, doesn't really matter. Go ahead and reach out. Only
if you joined our live, then you're allowed to reach out to us.
Yeah. That's the, what would you say, the prerequisite. That's the one.
Exactly. That's the only thing we ask. That's all it is. But no, of course not. If you ever need anything, reach out to us on any of the platforms. Two Idiots are available. Again, not that we're at all qualified, but if you just need someone to listen, to vent to shoot the shiz with, we are here for you.
Look, I played Dr. Phil for a lot of people in high school. Okay, I'm used to this game. Bring it on.
Whoops. Yeah, me too. Can you do a Dr. Phil impression, Randy?
So this is Dr. Phil, and he has Frankenstein on his show. Now, Frankenstein, you're not a monster. Okay, these people are the idiots. You're not a monster, though.
Okay. You sounded like Mr. Mackey.
That's basically what it is. It's just Mr. Mackey. Because I always go, Frankenstein, you're not a monster, okay?
So don't say
You
fuck, say
are
okay.
an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Phil. He's actually a pretty sweet guy. Listen to him on a couple other podcasts, and when he's not being Dr. Phil, he's kind of interesting, kind of funny.
For sure.
Reverent. No, irreverent. Yeah. We're learning.
The more you know.
Yeah. Imagination.
Did you know that? Now you know.
What is that from?
That's from Bill Nye.
Oh yeah. Bill. Yeah. Over 100 episodes, we've reached out to a lot of people. Bill Nye was one of them, and he said no.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that counts for anything, but
childhood heroes crushing dreams, man.
Yeah, crushing dreams, taking names. But anyway, I don't know if we can get any street cred for the people that said no to joining us, but I'm gonna.
The list is long.
Yeah, I've sent a lot of emails. Ryan Reynolds hasn't replied because he's busy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, maybe one day.
Oh well. Any more clips that got sent in, Reg?
There is, but I'm going to start adding a thing to the episode, to the show, just saying like something along the lines of not approved by Bill Nye or something, or like Bill Nye didn't want to join us.
Yeah.
Just every time we have a high profile person say no, we're just going to include that.
Yeah, not sanctioned by.
Yeah, not good enough for Neil deGrasse Tyson. Because he didn't say no, he just didn't reply.
What a guy.
Okay, yeah, so we have at least one more here. Yeah, we have, yeah. Let's find it here. Is that the wrong email? It is the wrong email. But anyway, Mr. Shane Sim, friend of the show, owner of a local business everybody should check out. Go check it out.
Go check out that Peg City beard oil.
Peg City, bitch. Peg City, bitch.
Also the future name of Shane's sex shop.
I thought the exact same thing.
You can have that one for free, Shane. I'm not even going to charge you for that one.
And future? I don't know. He probably already has it. It's probably in like a basement somewhere.
Oh, probably. King to the hill. We are
City.
propane and sell propane accessories.
Peg, I like that. Anyway, Mr. Sim sent us a very nice message. Let's open it up here.
Hey, two idiots. I just wanted to congratulate you guys on hitting this big milestone. You know what they say about hitting 100 episodes of the podcast world? Wow. I mean, you guys hit 100 episodes, so you probably know. Anyways, I just had a bone to pick with you. Earlier in your podcast days, you kept saying to send your dick pics to Randy, and I don't know, I've sent numerous dick pics, and you guys could have at least sent me back a compliment or something. I mean, it's kind of rude just not to say anything when somebody sends you quality dick pics like that. Anyways, congrats on 100 episodes, guys. Keep pushing them out. They're pretty great.
He's right, Randy. Why haven't you reached out and complimented his penis?
It was, this was a few months back. It's hard to find the words, and I'm still trying to formulate, like, how like there's like, ugly dicks and like pretty dicks,
Sure.
Yeah. Anyone who's watched the league is gonna know like there's such thing as a pretty cock, right? And it's like when you see like the Holy Grail, like what do you say? There's nothing to say. The fact that I'm speechless should speak volumes.
I was gonna say, you ever walk into like a room or you see an exhibit or you see a building and you can't find the words to properly explain how emotionally you feel it, like
just the single tear rolls out of the corner of your eye. So that's why, man. I couldn't formulate, the right response, the worthy enough response.
Randy hasn't been not hard since he saw that picture. So take that for what it's worth.
Basically.
Nobody
Darius
notices.
is just horrified when I walk around the house.
You're just horrified.
Yeah. Put your goddamn cock away.
I don't want to see it anymore. But no, thank you for reaching out, Shane. I'm sure your penis is very nice. So I think that's the clips that we have. Unless someone sent something while we were recording, in which case I don't.
We appreciate you all for sending your clips in and then showing us some love.
Some Shane Sim love. You know that Peg City love.
That Peg City bitch, Peg City bitch. 10 inch dildos bitch.
I was trying to think of what I could put into that next line to make it work, and you nailed it.
5, 7, 9 inch dildos. I feel like having all 10s might scare people away, so you gotta.
Yeah, probably. Especially if it's pegging.
Yeah, that's for the Peg City XL, the little department in the back.
The Patreon exclusive pegs.
Yeah. VIP access only.
Yeah. All right. Fuck. I'm weeping. But for tears of joy.
Yeah. For good reasons. Should we get into our top lists of the year, Reg?
Let's. The inaugural.
Give the people
the very
what they
first.
came here for.
The number one Idiot Awards of 2020. The 2020 Idiot Awards. They're like the Academy Awards, but less professional and fewer boob jobs. I don't know.
Exactly.
Less Botox.
I'm not even wearing pants for them.
Is that why you didn't want to twerk?
No. I do have shorts on. I don't have pants on, but I have shorts.
Ah, okay. Short pants. Pantaloons. Cut off.
Toit pants.
Toit.
These are my stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants. There comes a time in every man's life. Must wear stretchy pants. Randy, what's your favorite impression to do? I can't do impressions for shit, so I'm
not good at any of them.
That's a lie. You're good at almost all of them.
I can sing a Jack Black. I feel like I can. Like if I'm singing with him.
Can you do it right now?
I don't know. Can't you see he's the man? Let me hear you applaud. He is more than a man. He's a shiny golden god.
If you think it's time to fucking rock and fucking roll, out of control.
And if you don't think he rocks, you fucking suck my fucking cock.
Cause if you know, you fucking tool. The fools who rub the jewels. And if you think it's time to fucking rock. All right.
He is going to kick your fucking ass.
And you know his name is Kyle Gass.
Okay.
All right.
My favorite one to do though, I don't know. Hank Hill's always fun. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite. I just kind of like to, whip them out here and there, and when they seem appropriate.
Just whipping it out whenever it's
God
appropriate.
dang it, Bobby.
But Dad,
you can't use charcoal in the barbecue, Bobby. You got to use propane.
Just like one of our epic laughing fits from like 20 years ago. With the Rugrats.
Oh my God.
I still remember that night. What was it, like 4 a.m. or something? You and I were watching Rugrats, like a bunch of losers.
I think so.
And I don't think we were I think we were sober. It was just overtired.
It was overtiredness because we were watching I think a bunch of movies before that.
Could be.
And then it was, it's an episode where they keep daring Chucky to do things because Tommy says he's brave and Angelica says he's a wuss, right? So it's like he's not a scaredy cat, he's a big brave dog. And there comes a point where Chucky yells, "I am not an animal."
It's an aminal.
Oh yeah, I am not an aminal. And Reg and I just lost it. for like
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Yeah, it was good times. Good times. I love me some giggle fits.
They are great.
All right, let's get into it. So the first annual, we announced this like 20 minutes ago. We just keep talking about shit.
If they're listening to this, Reg, they're used to it. Okay.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, I'm not drunk on a lot of episodes, but this might be one of them. So
look at that.
We
the drunken on drugs happy hour.
Okay, so we're gonna do. We have 5 categories, and we're gonna award our fake little awards. You know, whatever that's worth. I'm sure they'll be very thrilled to hear it. We're gonna list our total nominees and then list our winner. And this is basically of 2020. Doesn't have to be good. Doesn't have to be new. It's just sort of what we watched for the first time in 2020, or what we read, or what we saw for the first time in 2020. And yeah, we'll pick. All right, Randy. The inaugural category: best movie you saw in 2020. What are your nominees?
Well, full disclosure, I realized trying to do this list that I watched like 7 movies this year.
I felt the same way.
My year was dominated by TV shows.
That's the COVID. I think it's the pandemic. It's just comfort watching, just binging shit.
Well, and let's just be real. Like TV it used to be that movies were the thing, and TV was kind of bleh. Like you ever wanted to watch movies, right? And now there's so much good TV on that's kind of flipped. More people would rather, and I think it's because you can tell longer and better stories in TV format.
Absolutely.
And so you get more time to sit with characters, right? And I think that's why they resonate more.
I wonder if that...
All that aside...
Hold on, before you go on. Does that push against the notion that people have shorter attention spans now than they used to? Because more people than ever are watching like mini-series, so it's like a 8-hour movie
right.
than ever before. But also, TikTok's a thing.
I'll say no, because I think you can jump in and out more.
Yeah.
Like because the TV shows now lend themselves to binging and streaming, right? So you can pause whenever you want. You can get up and go make a cup of coffee and then come back. So you can take those breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, you can with a movie too, but I think it's a little bit different in just the way the stories are told and everything. I don't know.
I think you're right. Or perhaps it's a generational thing. Like millennials, our attention span is fine on average. But then like what's the new one? Z?
Yeah, or iGen, whatever.
They're they have about 8 seconds before they run out of gas.
Before the next ding comes in for a like or whatever.
Yeah. Dick pic. Oh. Before we... Kat's going to hate me. But I told her that I was going to talk about this on the episode, and I have to. Speaking of dick pics. It's not... I don't send those because I'm not an animal. But... Yeah, just to Randy. But anyway, so I don't even remember how it became a thing. But she basically... shit. I don't even know how it came about, but she referred to them as penis pictures. And I'm like,
penis pictures.
I'm like, what? You mean dick pics? She's like, oh, well, whatever they're called. I'm like, oh my God.
He sent me a penis portrait. It sounds just so much nicer.
I just had to mention it just to embarrass her. And
that's
she's gonna
hilarious.
Hate me. You notice how I did a little shoulder check just then?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I see a shoe fly at your head from across the room.
Yeah, but like penis pictures. Come on. Welcome to 2021.
That's great. Born in the 1950s.
Yeah. Hey there, girl. I'm gonna send you a penis picture, lady.
Anyway, I guess we should get to my top movies of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 because honestly, I couldn't remember 5 good that stuck out in my head.
No, you don't have to. 5.
So in my top 5, in no particular order, but I'll probably pick a favorite at the end. My first one is Hamilton, which I'm going to count as a movie.
Good call.
Technically a Broadway musical, but it was put out as a feature on Disney Plus. Because I had listened to the album for years by the time it came out, so I knew all the ins and outs. So it was cool being able to see it on stage and presented. Next up is Knives Out, which we watched this year during lockdown. It was a fantastic movie. Great little murder mystery, very tight and concise. Little Monsters is in my top 5. Not the old. I don't know if Howie Mandel Little Monsters, not that one, but there's a new one. Basically, takes place in Australia. I think it's Australia. Lupita Nyong'o is in it. It's about like a deadbeat guy who's an uncle to this kid, and his kid's class goes for a field trip to like a petting zoo, and these zombies get out of like a U.S. military base like a block away, and then they end up basically all the kids get cordoned into this thing, and the teachers have to like save the kids from the zombie apocalypse.
Interesting.
So it's a cool premise. She's in it. Josh Gad is in it. Great movie. I implore anyone to go check it out. It's a great like hour and a half comedy movie, very easily digestible.
Oh, it's a comedy. Okay.
Yeah, it's done like a comedy. And then the last movie I have on my list, which I just happened to watch like 15 minutes before I went on the show, that broke my heart into a million little pieces.
Technically not 2020, but we'll let it slide.
Yeah, whatever. Before I watched this episode, before the IG Live, it's called If Anything Happens, I Love You. It's a short film on Netflix. It's about 14 minutes long. It deals with a family who lost a child in a school shooting. You don't know it, like you know it, you see the description going in, but basically it starts with them. They're at a dinner table and they're not talking, but like their shadow figures are talking behind them, like their souls are talking, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then you sort of learn of this. You know, you learn something happens when the mom kind of goes to the dryer to get the clothes, and there's like a kid's shirt, and she just fucking breaks down, and you're like, oh shit, like something bad happened here. And then they go into what happened, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody because it's very good to go in fresh. But as a new parent, like it hit me on a whole other level watching it, because I can't imagine going through something like that.
Yeah.
And having that happen. And like there's a scene where they're kind of reminding, and the kids walking into the school, and like their shadows are like trying to stop the kid from going into the school because they know what's going to happen. They're like reliving it.
Oh.
And it's fucking heartbreaking. I broke right down. It was very good. And that takes my spot for my top movie of the year. On its own, it's kind of in its own category. And then if just from the regular movies I picked, I would pick Knives Out for my top movie of the year.
Jesus Christ, Randy, bring the fucking show down. Why don't you?
Dude, it fucking, like, Darius would not watch it with me. She refused. She's like, I'm not watching that. I said, okay, well, I gotta feel this. I gotta see it because I think it won an Oscar.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course I'm kidding. And that's,
yeah.
I'm glad that exists. I'll have to check it out.
But like go watch it. It's heart wrenching.
Cool. Yeah. See if I cry. See if I cry like Randy. See if I'm not a stone monster. If I have a soul.
Pretend the kid is one of your cats.
I don't care enough about them.
Sure. But yeah, definitely go watch it. I implore anyone to go check it out. It's If Anything Happens, I Love You. It's 14 minutes long. You'll get through it in no time, and you'll be emotionally devastated, so it's awesome.
Thanks a lot. Okay, so Randy's pick for best movie of 2020 was Knives Out, technically?
Yes. Yeah. For the cinematic movie, it was Knives Out.
Oh, did I watch that this year? I did. Oh, I forgot to add that to my list. Oh, damn, that changes things. Okay, best movies. My nominees include 1917, Jojo Rabbit, Social Dilemma,
Die Hard. I forgot about Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, because I hadn't watched... I don't think I'd ever seen the original Die Hard, but we watched it Christmas Eve this year.
Yes.
And Borat 2, just for fun.
There you go.
But now I have to decide, because I just remembered that I watched... I think 1917 was this year, wasn't it?
It came out last year, because you went and watched it in theaters, I think.
I did. Okay, so maybe it doesn't count. All right, never mind. It's not a nominee. Scratch that off. So of those, Jojo Rabbit, Social Dilemma, Die Hard, Borat 2, I'm going to pick the Social Dilemma because that shit's important. I just broke my pen. Anyway, close after is Jojo Rabbit. That movie's amazing. I feel like I probably watched other movies that I'm forgetting, but I went through all of our streaming services, and many of them aren't good at showing what you actually watched.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so that's my pick. I'm going to say Social Dilemma because society needs to know. Check it out, folks.
I will add Jojo Rabbit to my list because I forgot I watched that and it was awesome.
Sweet. Okay, so we're going to go... I'm going to start with my next category. So we have awarded 2 awards so far. Best movie of 2020 is Social Dilemma and Knives Out.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so best TV of 2020. My list was quite long.
Let's do TV last then, because I feel like that's probably our biggest one.
Sounds good. Let's do that then. So we're going to move to a category that Randy doesn't want to partake in. The best book.
Mostly because I don't read.
Why won't it read? So I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch as well, as always. But my list of nominees are as follows. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Fantasy, amazing, incredibly good story. It's hard to even describe. You have to just read it. Red River Girl, Joanna Jolly, which is not catering to a guest on purpose, but that book was very impactful to me, and I'm going to share it. Talking with Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell, also very important. Catch and Kill by Ronan Farrow, which is the story of his investigation into Harvey Weinstein and other predators in Hollywood, and sort of how he was
the Me Too movement.
Yeah, basically how he was like hunted by like black ops Israeli soldiers and shit. Anyway, it's pretty good. The Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson, other fantasy, also really great. Very, very long, but very good. And Heretic by Ayan Hirsi Ali. I finished that this year as well. So my pick is The Name of the Wind, Patrick Rothfuss. Nobody cares, but that's my pick. It's fantasy nerds will appreciate it. It's well received, and people already know about it. I only started reading it this year, and we're now waiting for the fourth book, I believe it was. And actual like Patrick Rothfuss fans have been waiting for like a decade. So I luckily am only waiting for a few months before the next one comes out, I think. But anyway, Name of the Wind. All right, moving on. Best podcast you discovered in 2020, Randy. What comes to mind? What are your nominees?
Now, I don't know that I actually added any new podcasts in 2020 just because I didn't have enough time to listen to a bunch this year, just between the kid and work and everything.
All right, so what's your favorite in 2020 then?
I picked a specific episode of a podcast, and it was from the New Day podcast, who we promoted during the BLM stuff when we took our break, and their episode where they talk about George Floyd, because they're three black wrestlers who like they traveled together on the road for years, and it was the episode that they put out talking about the George Floyd incident, and I thought it was just very powerful in hearing their raw emotions. Biggie especially gets very emotional talking about it.
Yeah, I listened to that.
And it just sort of it resonated with me and hit me real good, just hearing their stories and really helped me connect to everything.
Nice. It's a good choice. I listened to that episode. I've been actually more active this year on weeding out podcasts and trying to find new ones. And frankly, I don't really listen to Joe Rogan anymore. It just kind of repetitive and
if there's someone that really interests me, I'll watch it, but I'm kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, and I don't want to listen on Spotify. So but maybe I'll get back into it. I don't know. So anyway, my nominees are Code Switch, which is a great NPR podcast about basically the experiences of people of color. It's hosted by a black guy and a Puerto Rican Iranian lady. Very good, very topical, very interesting. Then Canadian History X, which is another great one, hosted by Craig Baird, guy from Edmonton. Chat with him a little bit. Good, kind of every episode's a little bit different. It's not chronological, but they touch on a lot of Canadian stuff. Right. Another nominee, it's called Oh Hello the Podcast, and it's a Broadway show turned into a podcast with John Mulaney and Nick Kroll. And they both play these old guys, so they make fake ads in it and stuff, and they sort of talk funny. It's really good. It's great. You should check it out. Right. Spectacular Failures was my next one. Basically a show about businesses that were doing really well and then crashed and burned. And interesting. And then Uncover. Basically, I started listening to the Nexium story involving that fucking weirdo, and they have 8 seasons or something. One of them is about a missing lady, and one of them is about the CP-21 airplane crash, which I didn't know about. Apparently, it's the biggest like mass murder in Canadian history that's never been solved. Like nobody knows about. Like 1962, 3, something like that. A plane went down in BC, and evidence shows that evidence shows that that a bomb blew it up and killed 52 people, and nobody knows who did it. So that was interesting. Of that, without further ado, my choice for best podcast of 2020 is Spectacular Failures. I found it.
Hey.
Close second is Code Switch. I've enjoyed every episode, but Spectacular. I literally binged every episode in a row of Spectacular Failures. They talk about, there was like a religious theme park that someone opened, and then that crumbled, and they talk about like Pan Am, the like the airline, and basically businesses that do really well. I don't know. It's very, very good. Very good. Spectacular Failures.
I'll check it out. I'll throw it on my list.
Best of 2020. All right. Next category. Best sporting event of 2020. Now, this is tough because there hasn't been much going on. But do you have any nominees, Randy? You watch any sports this year?
I had two. I had the Bills and Cardinals game from, I forget what week it was in the NFL season. Just had a wild finish. I'm a Bills fan. So Bills were kind of up early, and Arizona had a real good comeback. And then just had a really exciting finish. So that was one of the better games I watched all year. And then I had WrestleMania 36 night 1 because they split it into 2 nights this year.
Oh,
so it was interesting because it was right at the start of the pandemic. So they were expecting to have 90,000 people in the stadium to watch the show, and they ended up holding it in Full Sail University, which is just like a small filming studio where they do their NXT indie show.
Okay.
And it was just cool to see the adjustment, and there were no fans, but the wrestlers still put on a really, really good show because they wanted to make it look like a great show, right? They still wanted to bring that big event feel to it.
Sure.
And that's going to take my top spot. I thought it was a really well done show. Had one of the first cinematic matches that we had with the Boneyard match with Undertaker, kind of like his swan song a little bit. So that takes my spot for sporting event of the year.
Nice. Okay. I didn't watch any wrestling, which listeners of the show shouldn't be surprised by. But yeah, it was kind of tough. Like there was no CFL. I don't really watch NFL, so I didn't see any of that. My short list, it's kind of very short. Basically, World Juniors was kind of fun to watch. I don't have anything specific from it, but Canada shit the bed. But that happened in the new year, so technically, 2020's Canadian Juniors were very good.
There you go.
NHL playoffs in the bubble last year. Again, I'm trying to think of anything that stands out. Nothing jumps out at me, but basically just having hockey back was wonderful. I didn't catch much, but my top, I don't even know if it's a sport. I don't know if you can call it a sport, but I'm big into darts now, and that's like the biggest pandemic thing. I was literally watching darts every day for like a month for a while there, during the Grand Slam of darts, and nobody cares, but my vote for best sporting event that I saw in 2020 was Simon Whitlock breaking the Grand Slam dart record. The most 180s in a Grand Slam. He broke the record. I watched it as it happened. Got very excited. Australian dude, killer beard. What's his name again? He's Whitlock. He's the Wizard of Oz because he's from Australia. Get it? Anyway, so I think the record was 20 180s in a match, and he did, I think, 22, 23, something like that.
Holy shit.
Very exciting. Again, nobody cares, but that is my choice. That's my pick. That's my best sporting event I saw in 2020.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, like I said, nobody gives one fuck about darts, but Cat got
Nobody
me.
cares about wrestling either, so we're in the same boat.
That's true. I wonder who has more fans. Probably darts.
No, I would say wrestling.
All of Britain watches darts.
Yeah, and like the WWE has a ton, and that's just WWE. That's not even like indie. That's not other federations. Like they have millions of fans worldwide.
That's fair. Regardless, they're both niche. Anyway,
yes, very niche.
All right, so the final category we're going to do is best TV show that we watched in 2020, the year that the world ended. What? Here, I'm going to go through mine.
Sure.
So basically, I have a list of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 choices, and I'm probably forgetting stuff, but those aren't my nominees. I'm not going to list them all, but I'm going to pick 5 right here on the fly. All right, so my nominees for best show that I watched in 2020. Let's see here. Umbrella Academy, Schitt's Creek, Kim's Convenience, The Boys Season 2, Queen's Gambit, I think. I'm going to throw Tiger King in there because it was a cultural phenomenon. And
I had Tiger King on my list, and then I took him off.
Yeah, it's not going to win, but it needs to be mentioned. Watched a bunch of great stuff. The Last Dance, that was amazing. Michael Jordan. Anyway, before I even made the list,
personally.
Yeah, exactly. Before I even made the list, I knew what my choice was going to be. So I didn't really need to make the list. But anyway, my list for the best TV I watched in 2020 was Schitt's Creek, hands down, no contest, winner all day. Fucking David Rose is my hero. And Schitt's Creek, 2020, best TV I watched.
Yeah, Schitt's Creek was excellent. It's on my list as well. So we can wax intellectual about it if it wins my list. I haven't. I got 12 that I have listed total.
Oh my God! Pick 5.
It's so hard. Like, I have 2 honorable mentions.
On top of the 12?
No, that's in the 12.
Oh.
So like the top 10 were like, these are shows that I really can't pick until I get to that point. The honorable mentions were When They See Us on Netflix.
Oh fuck! I forgot about
special
that.
about the Central Park 5.
Yeah.
Anybody should go watch that because it resonates just as much today as it did then.
And it doesn't show favorably to Mr. Donald Trump. But anyway. Continue.
No, nor the police, as it shouldn't.
Yeah.
And Teenage Bounty Hunters, also on Netflix, which is like a show that I shouldn't have liked nearly as much as I did because it's about like 2 high school girls who go to like a Christian high school and become bounty hunters.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a strange fucking show, and season 2 got canceled because of COVID, so it's not coming back.
Oh.
But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. So my top 5. This is hard to do on the fly right now.
I know, right?
So I'm gonna pick Schitt's Creek, obviously. Mandalorian. I loved Ray Donovan this year because I only started watching it this year, and I don't think it's going to be in there though. I have to read the 10, Reg. I can't.
Okay, go through.
Okay,
real quick.
Here's my 10. I'll do a top 3: Ozark, Broadchurch, Schitt's Creek, Sex Education, Mandalorian, Ray Donovan, Euphoria, Fleabag, Upload, and The Boys.
That's fair. I watched some Upload. I don't hate it.
Upload was good. I enjoy it. It's a good little show. So of that, my choice basically comes down to Schitt's Creek, Mandalorian. I really enjoyed Fleabag. Schitt's Creek is going to take it.
Unanimous.
Mandalorian's great for what it did at the end. I don't know if you've watched it yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay, I won't talk about it till you get there. But it's like that show like brought me back to being 10 years old for what they did with the last episode. But Schitt's Creek was it takes the cake for show of the year for me, just because I resonate personally with a lot of things. Like I'm very empathetic that way. I mean, I just told you about a short film that made me fucking burst into tears
today.
Yeah, today. But Schitt's Creek it shows the world, or it shows, a world I wish we lived in, where it's just like, it can just the world could just be this way, but it's not, unfortunately, right?
I totally agree. Maybe it's too hopeful or too positive or too something, but I feel the same way. I want small town life to be like that. Like I want, I think it's getting there, and I think it will, but I don't know. It just somehow it worked. You care so much about those characters. Like it just, like when, spoilers for people who haven't watched it, but like when, Alexis and what's his name, like when they break up, like in
Ted.
Yeah, in the cafe there towards the end. It's just like, oh my God. Like,
and it's like they're not shitty to each other.
No.
They're both like, this is just the way it has to be.
Yeah. And it's just, even though she was a real dick to him for a long time, like it I don't know. Like I said, I've never almost cried so many times in my life watching a show. And or when damn it, I'm so bad at these character names. The boyfriend or the husband, I guess.
Patrick.
Yeah, when Patrick sings "Simply the Best" to David, like acoustically, I'm just like, oh my God.
Right. And like that one too, like when you read about it later and like you find out that he just put it to like David or like Dan Levy asked him to just put something together that way.
Really?
Like that's Patrick's song. He did it that way. Because like they were trying to think of a way to do it, and so he like arranged it that way. Because I guess he's like kind of a musician as well. So
yeah, he is. Yeah, check out his album on Spotify. It's really good. Noah something. I forget his name.
Right. But yeah, that scene like that got me. I was rolling tears through that scene too because it's just so pure and like it's happy and it's something that happens for a lot of people where you're feeling some way inside and then you express it to this person that you love and like you're taking a chance because you weren't out.
Yeah.
And now you just go whole hog into it, and then just to see someone just put themselves out there like that it was really, really cool to see.
Yeah, I agree. It's so pure. Pure is the right way to look at it. Schitt's Creek is amazing. I watched the documentary type thing at the end of it, and
yes, yeah.
It's just all of it. The whole thing. Perfect show. Amazing. Eugene Levy's eyebrows never quit, and it's the whole thing. It's amazing. Yeah, so I guess that's all right. Best movies of 2020. Oh, what?
Hold on. So I did have one late entry because I'm not done the show yet for TV shows.
Okay.
But it's called Ted Lasso.
Oh, I've heard great things about it.
Watch it. It is like it's exactly what the world needed for 2020.
Yeah.
It's a dude who's just relentlessly optimistic about the world. It's about soccer in as much as the Queen's Gambit was about chess.
Okay.
Right. So like it's peripherally there, but it's not the whole show, and it shows like what being a person's like and connecting with people and just like they said, that relentless optimism and just always looking for the bright spot and stuff. And it's a really good fucking show. Jason Sudeikis kills it as the character. So go watch it whenever you're done, whenever you're currently watching, because it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard it recommended many times because it's basically like an American football coach goes to coach like a UK soccer team, right?
Yeah, the story become like basically the girl who owns the team, her and her husband got divorced and like he cheated on her, but he was still praised by the media about it. So she just wants to destroy the team that he once owned to get back at him. And it like backfires on her because Ted's just an awesome dude, right?
Cool. No, that's a good choice. All right, so recap. Our best movies of 2020 are Social Dilemma and
Knives Out.
TV. Best TV show we watched, Schitt's Creek, across the board. Everybody watch it. If you don't like it, you're a terrible human being, and we can't be friends. Best book was just me. Randy had a non-entry, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. It's glorious. It's amazing. It's tremendous. Best podcast, mine, Spectacular Failures. Randy's.
Mine was the New Day podcast, the George Floyd episode specifically.
Boom shakalaka. And best sporting event of 2020, mine was Simon Whitlock blowing up the 180s at the Grand Slam of Darts.
180.
Whoa, no. Some of those guys are intense. You should watch it. There's one guy.
I don't doubt that.
Is a bald British guy. Obviously, he's British, but he's some bald guy. And when he's there, he's like, 180. Like
That's
every
awesome.
time. And he does it exactly the same way every single time. It just, I don't know, makes your butt pucker. It's amazing. Anyway.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Best sporting event for Randy was
WrestleMania 36, Night 1.
Cool. Awesome. So that's the inaugural Idiot Awards. We're going to call them, we need to decide this. Idiot Awards? Is that what we're going to call it?
Sure.
The 2020 Idiot Awards. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe we'll make a trophy. Just for fun.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, maybe. Nah, probably not. But
no, fuck that.
So in a world where two idiots,
where you're listening to two white cis males talking to your ear holes.
Speaking of cis males, I got into a real heated Facebook conversation recently that I just stopped replying to, but shit got... you mentioned Trump on Facebook, and things get a little squirrely.
Shit blows up, yo.
Yeah, but speaking of Trump, I think we need to mention the fact that the U.S. is in shambles. You know, people are storming Capitol buildings for no reason and looting things and being allowed to loot things, and people are being hurt and killed and over a lost election, which...
But you can't call it terrorism, Reg.
No, because they're white.
Because they weren't brown.
How it works. Exactly.
Or black or Chinese or whatever.
Yeah, it's only a protest if you're, a couple of shades light of brown. And people might be offended by that, us saying that, but frankly, that's what it is. Because if it's anybody that isn't a white guy, then he's called a terrorist. Everything else is just called domestic, whatever the fuck, violence.
Well, the amount of bodies that would have been laying if that would have been, a Black Lives Matter protest that went squirrely, right? And they were doing it, it would have been a much different story.
Just like earlier in the pandemic when in Michigan, a group of armed civilians, which in the U.S. you're allowed to carry assault rifles for some reason in public. Whatever. People get mad at the word assault rifle. You're allowed to carry rifles, whatever the fuck, in the street. And they literally stood on the steps of their state legislature, whatever, and demanded the end to the lockdown, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Anybody
that says that if those people were not white would have been able to stand on those steps and not be assaulted are kidding themselves.
Yep.
It goes without saying that is exactly what would have happened. Even if they were just as peaceful, even if they were... It was a known thing in the 1970s during the Civil Rights movement. The Black Panthers and whoever else, they essentially said, because in many states, open carry was allowed, but black people wouldn't because they were scared to be assaulted. So basically they started doing the same thing, and right after that, rules and laws were enacted to remove open carry laws because now black people are roaming with guns.
Yeah.
So come on. Let's be real. If a mob of anybody that wasn't predominantly white attacked the Capitol, you really think they would have gotten in that quickly? Fuck no.
Not a chance. The videos that have come out of these guards and these officers just letting these people into the place.
Or taking selfies and shit.
Exactly, right?
Why aren't you fucking batoning the guy trying to take a selfie with you? If you actually give a shit, and if you're going to pretend that it's not racial, I don't know. It's, like with anything, we're a couple of white guys that don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But as a white guy, I'm aware that I could walk up to that building and nobody would blink an eye. But if I'm anybody else that isn't a white guy,
for sure,
you're going to get looked at twice. And that's fucked.
It's sad. It really is. But that's...
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So we are January 10th, 10 days till Mr. Donald Trump is no longer president of the United States. And I'm not delusional enough to think that suddenly everything is all going to be rainbows and butterflies and things are great because Joe Biden is basically just a moderate and whether or not anything happens, whatever. But one thing I found interesting, I don't know if you know this, and I think intuitively on some level I already knew this, but every past president has security clearance, classified security clearance for the rest of their lives. So think about that. The fact that Donald Trump, as of January 20th, will no longer be president. He'll be a private citizen who has classified security access to all of America's intelligence community. And do we really think that he's not going to use that in some way to benefit himself?
Of course he will.
It's
now if you're, I know they're pushing through articles of impeachment and stuff, but if you say you were impeached, do you still get that same clearance?
I think so, unless you were removed, which he won't be, because they can't do it quick enough. Though, if the Democrats push through articles of impeachment in the next couple of days, he will be the first president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. And his supporters can yell, "Oh, it's so bullshit. You can't. These impeachments are nonsense." You can say that all you like, but he's still the first president to be impeached twice.
We're number one. We're number one.
I just when I saw that, I had this like pit of anxiety in my stomach, just like the day that Donald Trump got elected. Not that I'm even a huge Hillary fan, but the fact that Donald Trump can be president of the United States, and the last 4 years have been such a clusterfuck. It's worrying, and I was really worried about what would happen.
I was talking to people about it. Sorry to interrupt you. I just,
no, it's good.
Even if he has brought some good to, so their unemployment's better and all that and whatever. If he probably has done some positive things, which is fine.
Yep.
But like he creates so much division, which is not what your politicians should be doing, right?
Exactly,
and like
right.
Purposely creating division, and that's the shitty part.
Yeah, I totally agree. There are many things. I've seen those lists that have gone around of like all these quote positive things that Trump has allegedly done. I haven't looked into them. I don't know. But any administration can do positive things. Whether or not he implemented any of that, I doubt it. But even if he did some of it, great. Sure, he hasn't been all bad. Wonderful. But in general, I think the damage that he has done to their institutions, their norms, their everything, what it is to be the American president, the damage that he has done, the erosion that he's done to the foundation of what that means is worth more than whatever positive legislation he may have pushed through. Yeah. It's just
the U.S. is looked at as a fucking clown show now.
Exactly. Everybody in the world, not everybody, but a lot of countries, if you talk to people in other countries, and I have, they all think he's a joke. He's just a bumbling moron. He's a president that had the most acting department heads of any president ever, because he fires everybody. He went through like 6 press secretaries in 4 years. Yeah. His attorney general resigned. People are resigning. People are pissed. Like, he's pardoning these corrupt people that were part of his thing. It's just all it does is scream corruption, and I think creating the division, like you said, catering only to his base. Like, even if you come in as a Republican or as a liberal, a Democrat, whatever, regardless of if that base got you in, you need to realize you're not just representing them. Like, if he had come in and said, I came in under, the Republican base loves me, that's great. But I also represent America. And, instead of calling all the Democrats evil and snakes and whatever the fuck. Anyway.
Even just his non-reply right to the Capitol Hill invasion, right? He's just like, he's sitting there going, his response when he comes out is, okay, we have to stop. We know they rigged the election. We won. We know in a landslide. But now we got to go home. So just leave. Yeah. And like there's no condemning. There's no. He ends it with like, I love you all. Like fuck off.
Yeah. Even at the same time when there was BLM protests for an actual reason, he's talking about when the looting starts, the shooting starts, and all that other bullshit. I'm gonna send in the army to fucking quell these protests.
And then DC asks for the National Guard, and they say no.
Yeah. And then with this stuff, it's like, but like in one release, he's saying, "I love you," be peaceful, blah blah blah, which is great. That's what you want the president to say. But in the same sentence, he's saying, "They stole it from us. We should be angry." Like
exactly. Yeah.
We should be mad. I get it. I understand you. I'm with you. But you need to go home. That doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid, and I'm just glad he's gonna be out soon, and we'll have to keep hearing about it, and we're gonna keep hearing about him. But
he's not going.
I mean, I hope the inauguration is peaceful and that people don't try anything, but I don't have high hopes for that ceremony.
If anything, 2020 has shown what a dumpster fire the U.S. is in general. They hide behind their sterling reputation as we are great, we're amazing, and honestly, the way they've rolled out the way they've dealt with COVID, the way their elections have gone, the way everything is handled, their law enforcement, their everything, it shows that they are a broken nation. Which, frankly, so is Canada, but a little bit less open about it. I don't know.
And have been for a long time, right? I mean, the fact you can still watch movies and TV and listen to music from 30 years ago that still resonates exactly the same today shows how nothing's changed.
Exactly. Speaking of things that haven't changed, we talked about politics on the very first episode of the 2/8 podcast. For those of you that have listened, thank you for bearing with us, because that episode is very bad. I often listen through episodes on Spotify, like as new episodes come out, finding highlights and whatnot. And then when I'm done, it'll automatically throw me to the first episode. And the quality is shit. And, you know, I'm glad that people enjoyed it. It's still our number one listened to episode. But we talked about Trudeau and other nonsense.
Right.
Speaking of him, I don't know. He's okay.
He's alright. I know he's he seemed to be pretty upset with the premiers about the whole vaccine rollout. That's not really happening very well. I did see a funny meme about Brian Pallister. He's staring at the freezers where the vaccines are kept. And he's going, "Man, I'm gonna ruin all these or this whole rollout," before he steps into the freezer for a 5-hour nap or whatever.
Yeah. Mr. Pallister is pissing off a lot of people, if we're being real. Mm-hmm. And I don't see that ending anytime soon. But now Kelvin Gertzen, a Steinbacher, is deputy premier or whatever the fuck. Vice premier.
The guy who fucked up our entire education system.
Yeah. And then he was our health minister before Cameron Friesen. And then now, you know, he's basically talking about vaccines as though, you know, questioning them and whatnot. And it's great. It's good.
Because that's the guy we want to you know, we really want to be telling people that we're unsure of vaccines when we're trying to get vaccines administered. Yeah,
Manitoba's super fun right now. We need that Rob Canoe guy in. But yeah. What else was I going to say? Based on that, damn, I drew a blank on what I was going to say. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the world going on. Hockey starting this week, hopefully, if COVID doesn't fuck it. Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see. Here, hold on. We're going to need to pause for a sec. I need to pee. I'll be right back. What time is this? So I know when I cut it. 1:42. Okay.
I got to piss too.
Okay, I'm back.
I was just enjoying a little piece of my lunch while you were gone.
Whew. Had to use the upstairs bathroom. I'm a little bit out of breath. Anyway, okay. Let's see. What else should we touch on, Randy? The world is in turmoil.
World is in shambles. You know, still watching lots of TV. I don't know, man. There's not too much else going on right now. I'm just kind of just sort of following what's happening in the U.S. and hanging out with the kiddo and,
you
know, living life, man. There ain't a whole lot to do right now. It's restrictions are on for another 2 weeks. So
it's crazy to think that when this show started, Randy didn't have a baby.
I know. And now I have a child and she's wonderful. And she's teething right now, so she's
good.
she's in a real great mood most of the time.
What do you think from episode 1 to episode 100? How do you think we've improved the most, if we have at all?
Our audio quality got better.
Yeah. Light years better.
I think even just in terms of show format, I think having the guests really helped. And even for us just doing solo shows, I think they flow even a little better just because we've now had because no matter how long you've known somebody, there's the awkward part of recording your conversations. And now you're trying to think of stuff to say because you don't want that silence. I think we've gotten a lot better at working through that, and the pauses aren't as frequent, and we flow a little better.
Mostly because I'm Googling less and just making shit up.
Right.
Oh, speaking of things that I wanted to mention, one of the podcasts I mentioned, that Canadian History X one, there was an interesting factoid that I heard on there recently.
I love a factoid.
I'm a big factoid fan. Say that 10 times fast. Randy, quick quiz for you. What do you think in 1898, what was the only city in Canada west of Winnipeg?
In 1898?
Mm-hmm.
The only city west of Winnipeg.
Like with enough people to actually be a city, yeah.
Right. I'm gonna say oh god, I don't even know. Calgary.
You are wrong, sir. No. What I found most interesting was that Calgary was a place. Edmonton was a place. None of them were cities at the time. In 1898, the only city north of Seattle and west of Winnipeg was Dawson City, Yukon.
Oh, look at that, eh?
Yep. Who would have thunk it? Klondike Gold Rush, people find some gold. 2-3 years, Dawson explodes. But to think that, 120 years ago, Winnipeg was the westernmost city in Canada.
Kind of crazy, eh?
At the time, Edmonton was considered one of a really far away hub for Klondike Gold Rushers.
Right.
Here's one for you. Another one. What was the population of Edmonton in 1897-ish? Because right now I think they have
3,000.
You're closer than I would have guessed. 1,500.
Oh, okay.
Just to think how unpopulated our great nation was. Like, Canada is huge, gigantic, ginormous, huge, and
it's huge.
And they, to think that Winnipeg at the time probably only had a couple 100,000 people, maybe, and it was probably less than that. And Edmonton only had 1,500 people. That's like Mitchell.
That's wild, eh?
But yeah, so Dawson City, Vancouver, I guess wasn't a city yet. Calgary, all those other places. So I just want to shout out to Canadian History X. Check them out. He's had some pretty cool guests. Roberta Bondar, a couple other Canadian folks.
Even Steinbach, I think they got the Automobile City name because at one point they had the most Ford dealerships in Western Canada.
No, we had the first Ford dealership in Western Canada.
That's what it was? Okay.
Yep. We've talked about this on the show in the last 100 episodes.
I thought we had.
Yep. Mr. I don't know, Friesen, whatever, opened it up in 1940 something. And it was the first Ford dealership in Western Canada.
Right.
Yeah, I think that we talked about that in episode fucking 7 or something.
So long ago.
Oh my god.
But I guess you too, Reg, what do you think we've improved on in the last 99 episodes up to this point?
Oh yeah, this one doesn't count. This has been shit. But no, I think you're right. Audio quality has been listenable for the last hopefully while. For the first long time, it was difficult getting the levels right. Because in my headphones it would sound fine, but the minute it got released, it sounded shitty, and there's not much I could do about that. So I feel like I've gotten better at levels and getting that figured out. But on a content level or content note, I don't know. I think it's just we've gotten better at it, and frankly, you have gotten way more chatty because I've forced you to. And
I gotta be.
Yeah, I think it's been good because you can tell when a topic revs you up, and then we kind of go on, and I think that's great. And I think our friendship has changed, but I think it's good. And I think I don't know if too many people that could put up with me for 100 episodes, and in the neighborhood of probably fucking 200 hours ish.
Yeah.
I didn't count. Again, that was one of the things I was going to do before we started this, but over 100 episodes, 99 episodes, they're all in the neighborhood of at least an hour long. Some of them are 2 hours long, maybe 150 hours. Even my wife wouldn't want to spend that much time with me, if I'm being honest. Right?
Yeah, no, I think you're right when you say, our friendship has changed a little bit. Like it's not in a bad way. I don't think it's been in a bad way. We hit a bit of a patch kind of in the middle of it, sort of when you said we weren't sure what was going to happen with the show and some things that were going on behind the scenes with it. But I think we kind of worked through that, and now we've sort of built it up to this point now where it's sort of, I think, stronger than ever, and we're reaching a wider base than I think we've reached in the beginning. So I'm enjoying it. It's been fun, and it doesn't feel like a chore. It's always great to talk with you, and like you said, it's helped me get out of my shell a little bit, and and have to talk to people. But and I'm still introverted to the extreme. Don't get me wrong, but it's been a good learning experience for myself.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's it's personal growth. I think we're growing as humans and becoming better people, and hopefully better podcasters.
Hopefully.
But no, I think we are actually growing as people. At least I am. I can't speak for you, but personally...
No, I would say so as well, for sure.
Yeah, chatting with people like Wob Canoe and Hawaka White Cloud and, Jessica Peebles and Brittany Penner and fucking Darcy Oak and, people that are from here but have such a vast difference in experiences and where they're from, and especially from us. Even talking with people from Steinbach, it's, I don't know, it's, I love that we've been able to touch on so many different generational differences and experiences and perspectives, and had fun along the way. Like episode 69 just usurped Corny Rempel, which is hilarious. And that one stands out to me as likely one of the best.
For sure. That's like a laugh a minute episode right there.
It's so good. And the fact that we can talk about the Red River being filled with cum in the same at the same time having, provincial leaders join us and authors and it's just
it's a while. I would argue that we have probably the most eclectic range of guests for a podcast. So like even of some of the ones I listen to.
Yeah, I think you're right. And frankly, that might actually be an issue for us, because I think if we had more of a lane, then you can sort of draw people to it. And they might enjoy every episode, but because we don't really have a lane, and frankly, I'm glad that we don't. I wouldn't want to talk about the same thing every day or every week. And I mean, to be honest, I think that's what shows like Flatlands, Field and Fowl that we talked about, they struggled with for the first couple of, weeks and months, because they were, running out of things to talk about along their set topics. Which I enjoyed.
You do box yourself in a little bit, right? And I think our format does help us in that we're never really boxed in.
No, you can't keep us down. Can't keep us down.
No, and I mean, then the people who like us, they love us, and we're glad you guys are here. And I think at the same time, it helps us grow a wider audience, because one episode brings them in, and then they go, well, hey, maybe I like this thing. I'm interested in this, so I'll listen to this one. Right there's choice within all our episodes.
Yep, I agree. And interestingly enough, I don't know if they wanted me to mention this, but I'm gonna, because I've had 2 whiskeys and it's 2:00 in the afternoon. Our first guest, Mr. Chris Lutz, good friend of mine and ours, good guy. Turns out,
Veggies and Drugs, episode 4.
Our very first guest was 97 weeks ago, because we skipped that week. Turns out, episode 98 guest, Jessica Peebles, Chris Lutz and Jessica Peebles used to date. Weird. Small
Serendipitous.
world. It is serendipitous. Very serendipitous. Very maple syrupendous.
Maple syrup, and it is.
And it is. Fuck. Yeah, it's too early in the Sunday.
It's cool, man. I've really enjoyed the ride, and I hope we can keep it going. And
I agree.
And do another 100, another 1,000, whatever it may be.
do another 100.
Do.
That is exactly what we're gonna do. We're all about the do. Yeah. So we can shut this down first. Thank you to everybody. Like, this is when we started podcasting, we bought mics. These 2 mics that we're using. I think it was like late summer 2018-ish. And at the time, we were trying to start a movie podcast, which didn't happen.
There's audio out there of it, but
yeah, it's on my other laptop, and I'm gonna, like I said, our Patreon patrons are gonna get that, I think.
Yeah. So we had. I
we
gotta
do,
say,
3
our
episodes?
one episode was fucking great, and I forgot to hit record.
Yeah.
And we lost like half of probably the best episode we ever did.
My headphones fell off. I don't know if you said something just then.
No, I said we lost like half of the best episode we probably ever did of that incarnation of the show.
That was, yeah. And then we redid it at like 11 o'clock at night, and it wasn't the same.
No.
But that said, we started thinking about podcasting. Frankly, speaking of Flatlines Field and Foul, seeing Dwayne start it was something that kind of inspired us to start, or me to start at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started the podcast or the Instagram for it still exists. So if you're interested in following Hot Jambalaya podcast, there's nothing there, but you can follow it if you want.
It'll give you a gist.
It won't. But, yeah, so basically we started with that, made, what did we make, 3 episodes?
1, I think 3.
Yeah, so they are bad.
They're terrible. They're awful.
They are so bad. I mean, the content is fine, but the audio quality is dog shit.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
I haven't listened to them in 2 years, but I'm gonna find them, and like I said, we might release them as a Patreon exclusive thing.
For sure.
But the fact that we came from that, and then suddenly we decided to just start doing this, just 2 buddies. This is kind of how Randy and I talk without mics in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Jesus, I keep dropping my pen.
We figured, look, we've had enough 4 a.m. fucking weird conversations that they should be recorded for some reason. So we just thought, fuck it, let's do it.
Which a lot of people think that they should do that, and then nobody listens to it. So, but the fact that, you know, like I said, we've been listened to in the neighborhood of 20,000 times, and that's bonkers to me. Like the last
fact that
year
even one person listens is unreal.
Exactly. Like the first year was we were just first year looking at, all right, we need to get to 1,000. Let's get to 1,000 downloads. And then that took however long it took. And then, we got to 10,000 fucking rights. And then the last year we've kind of been climbing in exponential growth.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's been amazing. We've had some incredible people join the show. Some regular people like fucking Mac.
Fucking Mac, what a guy.
I didn't open his snap yet, but yeah, it's been a real ride, And I hope that we continue. We have some interesting things coming up in the new year. We're coming up on our 2nd birthday as a podcast.
Yes.
Which is still kind
Very
of
soon.
wild. But the fact that we can do 100 episodes and it's become less hard, if I'm being honest.
Mhm.
Like I said, the first summer there, it got a little bit difficult trying to like line everything up and then put it all together and then take care of everything.
Yeah.
And now we sit down, click, record. I mean, it takes time, but it's a lot less difficult than it was.
For sure.
And,
The actual, like just doing it is the easy part now, right?
Yeah.
Like that's...
Oh, there's nothing to it. This, I don't know, but I mean, I imagine you have more social anxiety than I do, so I imagine it was more difficult for you. But when we first started, there was a lot of times when we touch on like heavy things, I'd say something and I'm like, Christ, now it's in a podcast and like, now, people might listen to it and I might have to defend it. And now I'm just like, fucking blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I dealt with that a lot where I still don't really even listen back to them. I try to, but it's so hard for me to listen to myself talk
It
about
sucks.
shit. I'm like, oh God, I just sound like a fucking idiot. But I'm glad, you people are you're enjoying it.
You people.
That's right. You people, who
Yeah.
you are. But it's cool to, every time someone shares one of our episodes and says like, hey, I thought this was cool. I think you should check it out. That still blows my mind to this day.
Yep. Oh, it fills my heart with joy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
messages we get from people saying, "Hey,
Mhm.
like your show, helped me through this," or,
Yeah.
it really affected me in a certain way. It's so cool to know that we're, helping people either deal with their own things or just like it resonates with people. I think that's awesome, and I hope we can keep doing that.
Couldn't agree more, buddy. Couldn't agree more. We, as we say, we're trying to talk about deep things, but keep it lighthearted. Like we're irreverent, as Mark Reimer would say.
Yes.
But anyway, let's say we shut her down. We're at 2 hours.
Sure.
So
I think we can shut her down.
not including my pee break. So let's shut it down. So this episode we gave away a good prize pack, over $100 worth of gift cards and goodies and things, and I hope that Dwayne enjoys it. There's some good stuff in there, and maybe he wants to gift other things to other people. That's great too. Do whatever you want to do. Thank you, honestly, everybody listening. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us. Like I understand a lot of people have a busy life and don't have time for podcasting. I listen to 8 to 10 hours of podcasts a day, but I'm in the minority, and I get that. And I'm sure that our social media gets annoying with all the podcast posts and trying to encourage people to join. But if you read some of the comments, there are a lot of people that have really profound experiences, which, again, not on purpose. Basically, if we're being honest, a lot of it is guests that I want to talk to, and I force Randy to talk to them.
Which is fine, man. It all works out.
Yeah, and then there's ones where you're talking with Derek about wrestling for an hour, and it's
every now and then Reg gets to sit in the background.
And I'm fine with it. I like to break. I like to listen. But honestly, thank you to everybody that's clicked download, clicked subscribe, clicked to stream it, click to share it, click to be a part of it, to buy merch, to be a patron, to be a part of what this is, which we're not even sure what it is. Thank you so much. This has been amazing.
Yeah, just you're a part of our little community, and we appreciate it, and we hope that we can keep entertaining you and talking with you and just connecting. At the end of the day, we just like connecting with people, and I hope 100%. We can keep doing it.
Exactly right. And remember, if this episode hits 1,000 listens,
oh God,
Randy and I are going to remake the Jack Black WAP video, which if you haven't seen it, check it out.
You should. It's phenomenal.
And we both have the bodies for it, so it'd be amazing. It'd be really, really good. Except the weather might not be great for it, but we'll figure it out. So
we'll see. Midsummer, perhaps.
Yeah, share. Let's get this episode really spread. If you want to see,
if we just hit like $9.99, I'll be happy.
Fuck! I lost my headphones again. If we hit. Oh Christ. Okay, we're back. Yeah. if we have to make that video, I'll be so happy, even though nobody else will be. It's disgusting. But I hope that we get to that point. But please like, share, promote. If you spent even a second listening to the podcast and there's anything that you've enjoyed, we have episodes where it's just straight giggles and nonsense and bullshit. Mm-hmm. And then we have episodes where we talk with people about trauma and, difficult things. And then we have in between. I don't know.
Yes. We pretty much run the gamut. There's nothing that we really don't want to talk about and learn about and share with people.
Exactly. We're in talks to hopefully get some bigger and better and more and even more guests in the upcoming future, while still bringing you some old school Two Idiots solo episodes, which many of you enjoy. Sure. Maybe a Hockey Hall of Famer, perhaps, or perhaps an Academy Award winner, maybe. Possibly some TV stars. Just throwing it out there. Maybe.
They're coming. They're coming.
They're coming. It's not the
downhill.
Coming. It's not the going I'm worried about. It's the coming.
But we appreciate all of you. And if you know someone who has, a cool life story you think worth talking about, or just, if you want to be a guest and we think you're cool enough, maybe you can join us.
You don't have to be that.
But
cool.
Yeah, exactly. we're on the show, so the bar is pretty low.
Yeah, we made it. We're allowed to choose.
But if you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon going. Patreon.com/Two Idiots Podcast, where we do have, I think, 7 patrons right now.
Currently, we do. Yes.
So thank you all for your support. You guys get your shout outs in the Idiot Hall of Fame. So if you sign up with us there, there you go. So for as little as $3 a month, you can help support the show. Get it out there and get some Patreon exclusive episodes, so you may be able to hear these famed hot jambalaya burning trash piles.
Hot jambalaya.
The intro is still one of the fucking best things ever.
Oh, it's a banger. The outro is good too. That's all for today. Bye-bye. We need to hey, if you're listening to this and you want to hear a movie podcast, maybe we'll find some gumption to restart it and do it properly. Maybe.
We'll see.
As movies deserve. But we'll see. But yeah, Patreon.
Let us know. By all means, interact.
Let
us know.
Patreon.com/Two Idiots Podcast. For those $3 a month, you get to support us to make this for you. And as much as we wish it was, podcasting isn't free. There are many costs associated with running the show. So if you're willing to contribute even $3, you get bonus episodes and get to be a part of a community that others don't get to hear. So it's exclusive. For $7 a month, you get to be in the Idiot Hall of Fame. So
look at that.
For at least $7, you get extra merch. You get involved in a merch draw. You get to vote on episodes. You get a shout out in the Idiot Hall of Fame. Boom. For $10, you get after a while, we take you to perhaps a Bomber game, Jets game. Take you for dinner. Take you out. We take you on a Two Idiots experience. Randy diddles your pooter a little bit, and
those are lofty expectations, Reginald.
And it's a bit uncomfortable.
I don't think I get clearance from the wife for that one, but
especially considering one of our patrons is your mom.
Yeah, that's a little strange. But you spend 1 year at the $10 level, and we'll take you out. We'll do something with you.
Hook you up. Anyway, the members of our Two Idiots Hall of Fame, the ones that make this happen. So you can blame them if you don't like this episode. Our current Idiot Hall of Fame members include. I haven't read these out yet, so these are Randy normally reads them, but I want to read them right now.
Do it.
Looking at it right now, waiting for it to load. My laptop's being glitchy.
See, I had it ready, Reg. See,
so
Reg wasn't ready to go here.
Whatever, Randy. Okay, lick my nuts. We're done. The show's over. We're finished podcasting together. Fuck this.
See you later.
Anyway, $7 tier and up. The Super Idiot and Ultimate Idiot tiers include Mitchell Pierce Buckers, Mr. Brian Moore, Mr. Drew McDonald. Old McDonald had a Drew. E-I-E-I-O. Kayla Lundberg, as well as Jordan Peters. Old friend of ours.
Yes.
As well as Danny Dewick. And I think it's everybody. 1, 2.
That is it. That's it, my friend.
Yep, that's the Idiot Hall of Fame.
You guys are all special, and we love you just a little bit more than everybody else.
Quite a lot more, in fact. Yeah. Especially Buckers.
Buckers.
I wish I had a cool last name like that.
It'd be cool, eh? Be sweet.
Do you ever think the name Randy isn't a good adult name? Or do you like your name?
It's a good adult name?
Yeah. Do you know those names where like people name their kid like, I don't know, like
Rex?
yeah, or like
or
a name
Max.
that works
like
for a kid.
Max to be a weird like adult name.
Yeah, like a name that works for a kid but doesn't like Braxton. You know, those types of names.
Right.
It's like when you see a 40-year-old, it's kind of weird. Do you ever think that your name is like that, or do you like your name?
Not really. I mean, I like my name. Most people who know me either call me like Randall or Randolph, or I very rarely hear Randy from the people that like know me
It's
intimately.
fair.
I guess like that know me personally very well. But no, I've never thought about it, to be honest with you.
It's fair. It's fair. I think about my name a lot because my name is weird and I don't like it, but it works.
But it's so regal.
It works. Yes, I am quite regal. Yes. Bow down to me. You'll be back. You'll
Soon you'll
remember
see.
that I served you well.
So good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Red, let's get the fuck out of here, okay?
Yeah.
The people want to go.
We've been recording all fucking day by now.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to stop your drunken tirade before it gets going here.
Too late, man. It's too late. But anyway, go to social media. Find the Two Idiots on Instagram at Two Idiots Podcast. On Facebook, Two Idiots Podcast. On Twitter, Two Idiots Show. Maybe we won't really post there. YouTube, Two Idiots Podcast. And you can probably send us an email if you want.
At doubleidiotspodcast@gmail.com. And you can also go to patreon.com/2idiotspodcast.
Boom. And we're actually in the midst of making a website. Shout out to Scott Lampman, our friend from Portland, who's helping us out making a website. It's technically active, so if you want to go check it out, it's not ready really yet, but I think twoidiots.com, twoidiotspodcast.com, I think is the thing. But or don't look yet. We'll let you know when it's ready. Get yourself some Two Idiots merch. We have some shirts, some mugs, some masks, some sweaters. We got a whole bunch of shit. teespring.com/stores/2-idiots-podcast. 10% of all proceeds until the end of January are going to Southeast Helping Hands, our local food bank. So get in there. Let's help some
Boom,
people.
helping us out, helping them out. It's a win-win.
Exactly. And don't forget, this episode is brought to you by Keystone Designs, which their logo, it's nerdy enough that I really like it, because a keystone in an arch, if you put that rock, right, that brings the arch together, the keystone is what holds the arch together. It's strong, it's beautiful, it's nice, it's clean. I respect them.
It's very nice.
No, I'm saying very nice. Very nice so much. Check out Keystone Designs and our friends at Manscaped. 20% off. Two Idiots. Nope,
Just
that's not
idiots,
right.
Reg. Come on.
Just idiots at manscaped.com. All right. So
There-
we've given
there we
stuff
go.
away. We've announced our awards. We've talked about us a long time. Longer than we probably should.
Again, if we're still here, we love you. If you're not, fuck you.
If you if you make it 2 hours and 14 minutes into a Two Idiots episode, then kudos to you.
For sure, that's a haul.
Yeah. So if the mood strikes you, $3 a month gets you a part of it, or get some merch, get some little shiz,
Whatever tickles your fancy. If you do buy some, like send us. Take a picture of it when you get it. Let us know.
If you've listened to, I've done this in the past, I didn't announce it, but if you've listened to every episode of the Two Idiots podcast from 1 to 100, we'll give you something. I gave a couple of shirts to some folks. I didn't verify that they actually listened to all of them, But
Right.
I trust them. We trust you. So join us. It's so weird. Randy, 100 episodes. I didn't expect this. I didn't plan this. It just sort of fell into our butts, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to all of you.
Me too. Grateful is the word for sure.
And you, Mr. Hayden. Thank you for being on this ride with me.
You too, sir. You too.
Yeah.
I just love you so much, man.
Oh, it's a shame that we can't be in the studio together. Fucking COVID. So
I know. Fuck.
you like my ghetto bookshelves behind me right now?
They're excellent.
I'm moving my library downstairs, and as I was bringing it down, I actually have a rug burn. You can't really see it. A burn right there. As I was moving down, I forgot I had a step, apparently, and basically threw a whole basket full of books just down a flight of stairs. And Kat's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I'm fine, but I was just fucking furious that I threw my books down the stairs.
That's hilarious.
It's not.
But, so good. But we'll be back in the studio at some point once all this madness is over.
Yes. So thank you for joining us, folks. This has been a lot of fun, I think. And
It's been good. It's been great.
It's been good. It's been great. Great. Fucking great. You have a fucking
We love you.
stroke.
There you go. I'm
can
just
you
going to
still
put the
hear
hat on. I can hear you barely. Not as good.
All right.
Oh, Reg is putting the old party hat on for the end of the episode.
All right.
There you go.
Party time.
Looking like Tickles the Clown.
Yuck. Hi, everybody.
You're trying to be like Krusty?
That was like Krusty and Bill Cosby.
Fucking Bill Cosby.
I put the pills in the pudding.
I'm
And then
gonna
I
fuck
put
you.
my elderly penis in your mouth.
Oh boy. If anything gets us canceled, it's that.
It'll be that. Whatever. Nobody cares about Bill Cosby anymore.
Luckily, nobody can cancel us because nobody takes care of us. This is all us.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, Reg.
Let's
Let's get the
the
hell
fuck out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Hope you enjoyed our live. We'll try and do it more regularly. Maybe we'll do it, I don't know, a little while. A couple of times a month, maybe.
For sure. We'll see.
It was fun. All right, folks. Thank you for listening. Check us out on Instagram and all that other shit. Buy some stuff. Go to Patreon. Congrats to Dwayne. Check out his podcast and his outdoorsy page. They kill animals and have fun in the bush and stuff. And if that's your speed,
Yeah, check them out.
yeah, they have some fun from YouTube videos and stuff. So, all right. Peace.
Deuces. That's all for today.
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye.